This is the quiz for Chapter 7, Section 3, A New Plan of Government. We're going to start at the top, which is matching. The directions just say match each item in column A with an item in column B. Write the correct letter in each blank. Okay, so column A, number 1 says, supporter of the Constitution. Number 2, Mercy Otis Warren. Number 3, system that keeps any one branch of government from gaining too much power. Number 4, indirectly elects the president. And number 5, the people who shaped the Constitution. Okay, now we're in column B. We're going to look at all of these, and I included page numbers. Now, anti-federalists. Now, the answer you're going to find on page 210. However, the definition of an anti-federalist is actually on page 209. And an anti-federalist, anti meaning you're going against, it's just people who did not support the new Constitution. You can pause this at any time and look for the answers. The next letter B says framers. You're going to find this answer on page 205. If you're looking on page 205, it's right at the beginning of the second paragraph. Now, letter C says Federalist. This one you're going to find on page 209. Just what is the definition of a Federalist? Letter D, checks and balances. You're going to find that on page 208. You're going to be looking at the definition under the subtitle System of Checks and Balances. And letter E, Electoral College. This answer you're going to find at the very bottom of page 207. You're going to look for that bolded word, that highlighted word. Okay, now we're going to look at the short answers. The directions say answer each question below in the space provided. Again, you may pause the video at any time so that you can listen to the chapter to help you find the answer. Number 6, the answer you're going to find on page 205. It asks, why did the framers of the Constitution spend so much time discussing the history of political thought? So why did they spend so much time doing that? If you're on page 205, you can listen to that very first paragraph, the answer you're going to find in that first paragraph. So why did they spend so much time discussing the history? Moving on to number 7, you're going to find this answer on page 206. It's just what is federalism? Look at the definition for that. Number 8. Number 8 can be a little tricky. You're going to be looking on page 207 for the answer. However, page 208, the very last paragraph of System of Checks and Balances discusses who appoints the judges and who can reject them. It just says the System of Checks and Balances also applies to the Supreme Court. The President appoints Supreme Court judges, and the Senate must approve the appointments. So we know if the Senate must approve them, they can also reject them. So which branch of government is the Senate a part of? And you're going to look on page 207 for that answer. Number 9, what is the purpose of the first 3 articles of the Constitution? That answer you're also going to find on page 207, if you note it right here. At the very, very top, the first paragraph under the subtitle, The New Government, it talks about how the first 3 articles or parts of the Constitution describe each branch's powers and responsibilities. So you're going to find the answer there. What is the first 3 articles of the Constitution? What was the purpose of them? Knowing that the 3 branches are a part of it. Lastly, number 10, you're going to find that answer on page 210, the last page of the section. It just asks, what was the strongest criticism of the Constitution? What was the strongest one? Why did people think that the Constitution wasn't going to work? You're going to find that under the heading, Protecting Rights. Again, you can go back and re-listen to any part of this video, and you can always pause it throughout so that you can look for each answer.